Alright, check. Are y'all hearing me? Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Yippee, we're all working. Oh, come on, Shy. Come on. Tenarch, I absolutely feel all of those. I just finished finished this. Help, I cannot English. I'm having a stroke. Man, initiate the salt is real. Who the hell hurt you? Yeah, anyway, I just finished a semester where I was taking 8 fucking college courses. Brain fried, so forgive me if I end up just having like several strokes on stream. Yeah, let's see who's here. We got Zytra. We got Shy. We got, Initiate. We got Memory. We got Tenarch. I think this is their first stream of them watching me. And they also submitted today. We got Spicy. Yeah, you heard that right, Shy. 8 courses. It was not fun. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to report one of my teachers to the dean, along with like the other 60 or so classmates that I had, for one class. Relief 602, thanks for the follow. We're gonna be starting in just a bit, actually. Oh yeah, Shy, it was an absolute shitty class. A lot of that, it was easily the worst class I've taken in my life. And it was for my frickin' major, too. It was just like, I was being force fed the most useless crap. And the teacher doesn't have a rubric, so I can't rely, and the grading was very inconsistent across all the students. Like, it was just a shit show. That wasn't even writing, man. I'm taking writing for the second half of the summer. This was like tools and strategies for like digital media. But yeah, it was pain. Anyway, enough of me ranting. A lot of us are here. Should we just get on started? Cause I don't know if we should just keep going. I'm talking, obviously, so, weird tricks. Alright, I'm just gonna get on started. Here we go. We are back in 3, 2, 1. Yippee! Here I am, I'm back. We are finally back doing feedback streams. I have the Forg with me too. Everything's going pretty well. How's the stream looking? Are we still good in terms of the stream And yes, Forg. The Forg do be Forgin. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, so, let me just do one more thing in the DAW real quick before we get started. Alright, so real quick, I had to drop a couple people from the queue because they didn't have downloads on. Shame. I'm just kidding. I understand we all have lives too. But yeah, I couldn't include Tenixity and Blackhawk because they didn't have downloads enabled in time. And I don't want to download them right now when I'm running the stream because my PC is an absolute fucking potato. But so far, our initiate, I swear I'm not sus. Yeah. By the way, speaking about that person, you should watch their video reviewing my ID showcase, which also, if you haven't listened to it, your homework is go do it. Go listen. But yeah, let's get on started. As you can see, we have our little queue here. I reduced it, and probably from now on, I'm probably gonna limit it to one submission per person. So we're gonna be starting off with Memory, then we have Zytra, then Spicy, and Cynic, this Kuwait person, YWN, Boom Dubs, Tenarch, Hyper Invasion, and then finishing off with Frame Perfect. So, like I said, I have some stuff to do after the stream, so I want to get this done quick. Apologies if my feedback may be a little rushed. But yeah, we're gonna start off with Memory. I want to see if we can... Oh, here it is. Oh, I need it. Yep, indeed, stacked lineup. So, I'm going to get started with the Memory with, their remix of Soul Collector by, Osiris. Let me just zoom out here. We got a bit of a submission to go through. Yep, I know one of them is like 5 minutes. So, but, yeah. Let's go. First tune back, baby. Are we able to hear the screen audio, by the way? Ooh. Hands down some of your cleanest work so far. Let's see if we can keep it up. Your flows are always really nice, Memory, I will say. Yeah, this is easily some of your cleanest stuff. Proud of you. Hold on, Forg. I need you to get out of the way of the cloud. this is nice. Just needs a little reverb fade at the end, but other than that, like I said, easily your cleanest work that I've heard. You've definitely come a long way. I will say, I will agree with you that coming up with flows for tarot is, like, extremely hard. I didn't really hear any of your metal vocals. I do know I heard some of, like, the vocal samples from the Marte sample pack from Avant Samples. Because the reason why I know is I have that pack. Goated pack. You should definitely get it. Advanced Samples is great. Other than that, this is a really strong start, and you're starting off with a bang. Yeah, it's worth the money. I think when I got it, it was like $40, but it's like absolutely worth it. Marte is one of the best in the game. His sample pack and all the samples, they're super good. Alright, I really do not have any feedback for this. You definitely fixed the loudness issues I had last time. Where it was just super loud, and I think it really made the mix a lot cleaner, in my opinion, because not everything is being, like, absolutely clipped or compressed. I do agree, Spicy, that it could use a little variation, maybe on those, like, the second and fourth drops. Maybe, like, switch your snare choice, maybe use, like, the snare you used in, like, your, encrypted release. Which also, by the way, if you haven't streamed the encrypted compilation, which is on my label, more homework for you. You must stream it. But yeah, very, very good memory. I'm really proud of you. Next up, we got Zytro with Zytec. Yeah, let me just do this, and let's go. Ear candy is really nice. Bases in the back. have to agree, Shy. This is like a lot better than like most Square 4 tunes. It's real, and honestly, all the people do like all the like big underground names, especially the ones that somehow got into the Roundtable Volume 6 compilation. Like none of the Square two like none of the Square 4 tunes really got my attention, to be honest. I think the closest one that even got my attention was was it's similar to the tune that was just played. I think it was the Research and Roy collab. Kind of reminds me of that, but uh yeah, this is honestly done a lot better than even that one, which because of all like that ear candy and stuff you added in. Um yeah. The only thing I would say is that the drop seems a bit too mono. Like you could put a little more width on those main bases. Also, yeah, Plinko is definitely the best from best of the best Square Fortuna from that comp. And I'm gonna be brutally honest. I have never heard a more boring track than that Pike tune on Roundtable Volume 6. Like that was just no. I could fall asleep, to be honest. No hate to Pike or anything, but there's that thing was a huge miss for like a lot of people. But yeah, all I will say is, Nitro, you've also been improving a lot more. Yeah. Not much else to say except maybe bring up the stereo width a tiny bit, because it seems a bit mono. Also, hello, Mr. Boom Dubs. How you doing? Alright, next up, we got, Spicy's bootleg of Morte by Akios. When will we get Akios by Morte? The world will never know. But, yep. It do be time to put a little bit of seasoning on our stuff. Let me just, boop. And here we go. That kick at the beginning, you could definitely like low pass it or like, because it's like punchy as all hell, and it's got like a lot of those sub frequencies that with an intro you don't really need those like that prevalent. So maybe like turn down the kick a little. Or is this literally the intro from the original? Aw, sick, Boom! I do feel like that the sound design for this song is, for this little flip here you have, I think it's like way too similar to the original, because it has that like metallic kind of sound from the original, but maybe I'd add a little more like a little more, forgive me for saying this, but a little more of that spicy seasoning, you know. No, that joke was fucking horrible. But yeah. Let's keep playing this. Yeah. Zen Dubs, first of all, you're gonna need to join my Discord server. I hope the command is finally working. Come on, please work. Yeah, you join my Discord server. Right now, submissions are closed. But I will be opening them for next week, like, as soon as the stream's done. But yeah, I send, like, a downloadable file, because I can't really run them on my browser, because my potato's a fucking potato. What is this switch? I am in shock right now. Like, the first drop was like, I'm having a stroke right now. Help. But yeah, with that second drop in there, disregard everything I said about that first drop. Yeah, because this, with a switch up like that, yeah, that's just insane. Y'all are sending absolute fire today. Like, you're putting me to shame. The only thing I would say is, louder, please. Well, only a little bit. Actually, really, it's up to you. Personally, I would make it a little bit louder, but not like a whole lot. That second drop, like, I think I had a fucking aneurysm. Shut up, Shy. Well, you're next, and your stuff has also been absolute heat. So, but only one way to find out. So yeah, Spicy, if I had any feedback for you, it's a disregard literally everything I said. Yeah. All of you stop shaming yourselves. You're all good in some way. Come on. I'm the only one allowed on the stream to shame myself because, well, it's me. Like, yeah. Anyway, next up we have Cynic with Maybe I'm the Problem. Honestly, I felt that title. Yeah, let's get on started. has, like, for the intro, the kick has, like, a lot of unnecessary stuff. You don't need it just yet. Because that kick has, like, a lot of beat.
Maybe I'm the problem. So I think maybe
I'm in love with that idea, honestly. Just the the thing here really is, you it's really loud. Like, I think your loudness was, like, peaking at, like, -2, maybe even -1. I think that's the reason why it's sounding a little, in terms of the mixing, because you're pushing it really loud. I do get that this was your Wardubs thing. You had, like, only 24 hours to do this. But if you wanted to, perfect it, like, further work on it and actually have it release, turning it down will probably solve a lot of your problems. Because right now it's, like, extremely stereo wide. I know you're using, like, super saws. Like, usually with super saws, they're very, very wide. But I think it's, like, a little bit too wide. Because you're, like, having, like, in the little face, a lot of the stereo field is gravitating toward, like, the absolute edges of, like, the phase spectrum, so you might want to do a little mid-side tweaking. Just use, like, a mid-side gain. I know the Voxengo had the MSED, which is their mid-side encoder-decoder. Just play around with the mid and sideband gains. But yeah, I really like this idea. That intro is beautiful, man. Like, this is, like, huge. other than the feedback I had, I don't really have anything else aside from that. This was one hell of a journey. Yeah. I haven't had like such heard like such emotion in like any song since Triumphant by Marshmallow and Sudden Death, and even this might even be up there with Sleep Puppet by Muerte. Like, this was like you really are great at conveying emotion, and that's something that a lot of like dubstep out there seems to absolutely lack, where it's just we're trying to pump out like stuff so fast that we just disregard all emotion, and it's just devoid of any like meaning and stuff. But yeah, just clean up the mix a little. Probably just turning the master down. Like, I have a feeling if you're running it through like a clip or a compressor, just turn the input gain down. But other than that, this definitely has a lot of potential and could easily put a lot of like mainstream dubstep to shame, I will say. Just because of that huge amount of like emotion. But yeah, you definitely did not ruin the streak. That like, well, there's things that could be worked on. This is really, really good. I mean, I can't stress it enough, like, how good you are at, like, getting emotion into, like, music. Like, yeah, that was a treat. Thank you for that. Alright, next up, we have a first-time submitter. We have Kawaii Kawaii with, Natsu. I think I said that right. I don't know, I don't speak a whole lot of Japanese. I think this is supposed to be, like, Japanese. But, yeah, let's take a listen here, see what you have to offer. Already very vibrant. But be gone. Alright, so with this one, I really appreciate what you're going for, because this kind of stuff is what really first got me into EDM and production as a whole. Yeah, I really love the idea and that you're going for this type of idea, because, like, and it really sounds like it's from, like, that same era with the whole mixing. Just that the only thing I would do is probably, like, fine-tune, like, the mixing in the mono and stereo domains. Because that main, like, white noisy bass. Hold on, where is it? I feel like that main bass sound is kind of a little too behind in the mix. Like, yeah. And also it could use some more like tonality to it. Maybe try putting like a resonator on it or something. Which you can literally just do that by using a comb filter, because that's literally all a resonator is. It's just a comb filter. But yeah, I really dig it. I feel like the second drop could definitely use like a switch up. Is it just me? Or would like a hardcore switch be like epic? I'm Viuta. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I probably didn't, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. But yeah, just work on a little bit of the mixing, like yeah, that's all I have to say. I can't really pinpoint any specific things where where you could definitely work on, that you could tweak, because I have no idea what you used on your master. You might have just straight up used a limiter, because I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. Just work on, like, a little, like, making those, the basses and the drop, like, get them to stick out a little more, like, some tonality would help. But other than that, this is really good. I really appreciate this kind of stuff, because that's what first got me into EDM. Alright, next up, we have YWN with Roadman Dub. I looked at the file for this one, and it's 5 freaking minutes. I should probably what I will say is if you send anything longer than like 6 minutes, I'm probably not going to listen to it, because this takes up so much time. And not to mention, like, the ADHD, not just by me, but this whole scene is like, this whole scene is just so ADHD. Like, you're constantly expected to put like a bunch of like switches or fills. Like, yeah. Let's get started with Roadman Dub.
To suffer from dementia, selective memory.
Okay, right off the bat, this is like extremely loud. Like I can literally hear everything, like absolutely clipping. Like I can hear a lot of clipping, and this thing is insanely wide, including your sub frequencies. So already this does need quite a bit of cleaning up. Like, you want to have, like, a consistent mono image, generally, and from what I noticed, there isn't really a good mono image in this intro. I pretty much will always say that the best mixes have mono compatibility. And that's usually proven very, very true, from personal experience. Yeah, let's keep going. Maybe I definitely want to listen to the rest of this.
Way too young to suffer from dementia, selective memory. I may open the boy's head, talk up inside and select that memory. Oh, now you remember when we empty. Nice fire in the blue for the 9 by my side like Northside Benji. Violate John in this torn by February. For an MC I'm way too skengly. Rock man to speak but not gently. I know my technique will develop eventually. You're never gonna end me, you get.
I gotta turn my interface down real quick.
Summer holiday with the gang, my boy, that means we're all packing. Ain't a man if you had a fist to fist, but I could see that I'm a ball bagging. You got your mouth wide again. Side
yeah, that fake out is like way too long.
You feel them as two verbal niggas. On carefulness. Devil and narrative careful. Run a block internet, I ain't into between lines, intellect, or entertain. The rest even when I wanna see you're incorrect. I tell a fuck from a head top, no one on earth can intercept. I want them out in now with the gap and problem. With things I'm into bet, they can get away with breakfast. My young boys touch wrist and lift protect. No thing left but a target. Boy, and
Yeah, literally no game whatsoever.
With it, head chest and belly with it. Go and get yours, I'm pretty with me. Ain't see many. I'll be in the glass full of head with it. Are you ready with it? Ooh, there's levels to this 20-year career and a penalty missed.
Yeah, this could use a lot of work. I do like the implementation of the vocal and like the idea. It definitely reminds me of the homie Tollet, which if you don't know Tollet, Tollet was actually one of my very first followers when I first started the DarkMageX project. Yeah, all I will say is shout out Tollet for real, for being a homie since the beginning. But yeah, this definitely needs a lot of work. This is very stereo wide, and there's like zero, the only thing that's like in mono is sub, and everything else is just way too wide. So you definitely need to work on a little bit of that. And also, turn everything down, please. This is insanely loud. And I think the reason why a lot of mixes tend to fall apart is because they're trying to go way too loud. Like, I saw this was almost at like 0 lux, and that's not good. Let me see this waveform. Okay, definitely from the waveform, I can already tell you like clipped this a heck of a ton. You definitely want to turn down that clipper for sure, because everything is just so like loud, and like you're leaving like 0 room for dynamic range. Which you do want, even though it's dubstep and it's meant to be loud. But yeah, you definitely need to turn down that clipper or whatever.
Target on your back, boy, and I don't miss the X. Banana knock your infrared. Someone call the coroner infidel. Ayo, nobody come when I hinder it. Come and I realize hindering. From a different time. Look at Eli, I go different blind. So many flows I don't use anymore, but give me that back. I think that's mine. I don't ask and borrow. Mask of Zorro. Man, just flick it and zigzag, guys. I got towing bridges whenever these pricks wanna bring bad vibes. Steady with it, head, chest and belly with it. Go and get yours, I'm ready with it. Ain't seen many with it. Up the dance, the glass with the head with it. Are you ready with it? Ooh, there's levels to this 20-year career and not a penalty missed. If it wasn't for me, some of your favorites would never exist. Murder, not updated, I push my burner. An appendix, let my curve. It's horrendous, but search us. We legged it now for the German. With the members, got a surgeon and agendas. One thing, I cover skin like jerkins with a vengeance. Told me don't take it personal. The balance you reach the jacket's versatile. I get it, I go verbal. Your reality's far from verbal. Parts of my I'm determined. They got a side, trusting the original times.
Oh, we're in the positive. We got into the positive levels.
Means I'm into.
Yeah.
With respect, my dark boys punch wrist and lift protects. No thing, I put a target on your back, boy. Don't miss the X. None of your infrared. Someone call the coroner infidel. I down, I'm talking when I shoot.
yeah. Pretty much everything I said, like, I think pretty much all your problems would be solved if you just turned down the, like, the clipper, like the input gain of like a clipper, because everything is basically being clipped, like, hard. And and like I said, you're leaving zero room for any dynamic range because everything is clipping. Positive, having LUFS in the positive. Now LUFS is like perceived volume, and I'm pretty sure if you're getting into positive on LUFS, into positive LUFS, it's actually going to be easily perceived that you're literally clipping this thing like out of like. You're clipping it hard. So just turn it down. But I do like the idea, though. The idea is great. Your ideas are always great, so, I will say. So just work on the mixing and maybe reduce the length a little, because, again, the whole EDM scene is very ADHD. And, like, a lot of songs these days, they're like between 2 and 3 minutes, if not shorter. So yeah, just turn everything down. Yeah, that's all I have, really. Great idea. I don't hate it. You just turn it down. Alright, I don't think we're all ready for this one. We got Boom Dubs. He's been consistently, absolutely melting everyone's minds lately. So, we got Boom with Stabilizer. I don't think my brain is gonna survive. It's gonna go boom. Well, we gotta do it anyway, folks. So, let's go. That doesn't sound reassuring, Boom. You say that and I still end up dead. Yes, I'm aware he switched to FL. Okay, so with this one, I'm hearing signs that you pushed your sub way, way, way too much. The reason being, listen to the drop. Whenever that clap hits, you notice how it's like beating at a low frequency. Purple Chili, thanks for the follow. Anyway, that's usually a sign that your sub is like absolutely overpowering. Like, unfortunately, we don't have that command, Purple Chili. I know you're new. I appreciate you, but let me just do this Discord command. You can join my server, and unfortunately, submissions are closed at the moment. I usually close submissions like 30 minutes before the stream starts. But I will be opening submissions as soon as the stream's done. Just so you know. I look forward to what you're hearing, but anyway, back to you, Boom Dubs. Yeah, you definitely need to turn down that sub. Like, you usually want your sub to be thick, like, bit and big. And I don't think even Hole even puts his subs that thick. Because I don't usually hear, tend to not hear a lot of, like, of that low frequency, like, beating, as if you put, like, a low frequency ring mod on it. So, yeah. Actually, you know what I think it is? It's those stabs. Oh, good old rendering issues. No matter what you do, you can never you can never avoid dot issues. Yeah. But for like a song where the rendering engine messed up, this is still really good. Yeah, so this is actually pretty quiet even for your standards. So yeah, your render engine definitely did a little goof. Space V Music, thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, Space V feedback is not open. It's gonna open for next week as soon as the stream's over. Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna run a Discord command and pin the message that comes from it. Hold on, did I just accidentally open my browser? Oh no, my chat froze. Oh, there we go. Yeah, my only feedback is, the only feedback I really have is, not for you, but for FL. FL, get your ass together. Anyway, yeah, I have no feedback other than stuff that's not even directed to you. Like, none of the mixing issues are even your fault. Alright, next up we have another first-time submitter, this time, Tenark, with idea number 134. That's a lot of ideas, man. It's more ideas than I've had in my entire production career. Yeah, I have to agree, that intro was amazingly executed. This isn't really feedback, but more of a creative suggestion. Usually what I do to create, like, even more stuff that's even more unsettling. So I just give it a little bit of bit crushing. I mean, that's just what I do, because I'm kind of making analog horror, but, and again, yeah. Yeah, again, just a little creative suggestion. You don't have to do that, because it's already pretty good. Alright, let's see what you got, Tenark. pretty dang clean, and I'd even argue it's a bit too clean, actually. Because you're lacking a lot of high end. And especially with the squeaky stuff, you do want a bit of that high end. So, yeah. Honestly, like my mixes, like, clean, but at the same time a little dirty. Like, I know, like, I haven't been a huge fan of actually a lot of the new Code Pandorum stuff, because the mixdowns just sound like way, way, way too clean, especially for like death step standards. Yeah. Other than that, and yeah, the only feedback I have, this is great, but this is really good, by the way, is turn up that high end a little. Because I'm not really getting a whole lot of that. It's like very bassy, and it's just it's very dark overall, which I get you're trying to go for. But I'd add a little bit of that high end. Yeah. Second to last, we have Hyper Invasion with, ha ha hee hoo. I have a feeling I know what's gonna be in this song, but I'm gonna play it anyway, because, well, one, I kinda have to, and two, because, yes. Of course. Of course you put that in there. I saw it coming from a mile away. I need to turn up my... Oh no. The voices in my head be like... You did not just do that. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, this... As you can see, I fucking lost my sanity. I think the only thing I have is I would shorten, like, the little, sub-attacks where it's pitching down. I would shorten the pitch down a little. Usually I try not to go, like, more than 100 milliseconds, because, yeah. But other than that, I understand this is, like, absolute freaking meme material, as Shai would say. I almost had yet another, like, stroke saying that. Other than that, no thoughts, head empty, just like, Borg. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely gonna get clipped. Clip that, please. If you're in the stream right now, clip that. Alright, we gotta finish off on a strong note. I think this is also another first-time submitter, but I'm really excited for this. This is, Frame Perfect with, Caution. Alright, last one. Let's just boop. And here we go. expect you could possibly make. This is the last thing I expected you to make. Man, this is really nice. I do feel it's a little bit empty though. I think what you can do to add a little more fullness is just do like those noisy subs. Like there's this method that I use for my subs that I actually learned from a Instagram reel on Forbidden Society where Beast Boy actually shows what he does to make his subs, and he just adds a little bit of like white noise and distorts it with the sub to make it to add on those like those higher harmonics. But other than that, this is really good. Hold on, let's continue from here, please. No. Here, good to see you. Come on. You know what yeah, again, you're missing a lot of that like low and mid end. Because it's very like high end bass, and your snare is falling flat because of that. Because you're not having a whole lot of like low mid frequencies. Because that's where you get mainly all the punch in a snare. Let's keep going. Those last two beats of the drop need something. Like maybe something like transition, or like a tape stop effect, which I use way too often as a transition. And also, I would definitely add a lot more high end to those bass, to especially those like spectral basses. Because again, this is like another case where it's like way, way, way too clean. Because dubstep is supposed to be like really like dirty and meaty. And I feel like it's just missing all that, to be completely honest. I do really appreciate this idea, though. This is like, you're kind of going for that like borderline square 4 vibes, and it's really unique compared to most other rhythm tunes, I'd say. Unfortunately, Akio, I hate to break it to you, but this was the last submission, and I'm not really taking any more I don't take submissions. I don't take submissions like after like 30 minutes before the stream starts because like I want a chance to download them so I can actually use my like monitoring my little monitoring plugin here, which I just realized I didn't really use them. Not to mention that if I tried opening a bunch of tabs on SoundCloud, my PC would probably just explode. Yeah. But this was overall a really good feedback stream. I really appreciate what all of you sent in. What a great start to like the summer feedback streams. I'm gonna try to put up the video as soon as tonight or possibly like sometime tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, this was all really good stuff. I will be opening submissions for next week shortly, but until then, thanks for joining in. We are officially back for feedback streams for the summer. I'm so happy I could finally make this happen again, because this is like my way of giving back to all of you who support my stuff, whether it's like my social media content, my music, Forg. But yeah, really appreciate you all coming here. I'm gonna be cutting the stream because I do have some stuff I need to do. So I will see you all next time. Again, submissions will be opening shortly. Thanks. See y'all.